Hi, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. If you are new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. And what are we gonna be making today? Okay everyone, today we are making 3 really awesome winter DIYs. I love how all 3 of these turned out, and they are super affordable to make. So if you wanna learn how to make all 3 of these, make sure you stay tuned. If you'd like to know what supplies I've used, check out the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. DIY number 1, Pinecone Planter. So the first thing I did was I took this galvanized tin planter I got from a yard sale for $1 and this rubbing alcohol, and I'm giving it a good clean just to make sure there are no oils on it. And now I'm taking my Waverly Chalk Paint in Plaster. Now Plaster is like a white, however it has almost like a cream tinge to it or a khaki tinge to it, so it's not a stark white. I really like it. It's a warm white and it's very pretty, but just know it does have a cream like look to it. So I did the outside, I did the inside just to make sure it's all covered. Now I'm taking these beauty blender wedges that I got a million years ago. The last time I used them, they literally started disintegrating in my hand. That's how old they are. Obviously, I wouldn't use them for my face, but to paint, they're perfect. So now I am just taking this Craft Smart black paint and I'm going around the edges to make it look like enamelware. So I'm going right around the whole rim at the top, and I'm doing some of the handles, and you can see that I will even take my little edge of the sponge and I'm going to kind of like carefully throughout put little, I don't know, as if it's worn away. You'll see what I'm doing here. Just making little black dots, specks, not specks. You don't want to make it look like dots because then it's going to look like, you know, like a Dalmatian. You don't want that. So just put like little, right there, see, like little dabs, that's what I'm looking for, not dots. And then I go right around the bottom because I want the bottom ridge to have the black as well. Now I want to show you here, now this tag was from a previous project, but it was in white, and I wanted to show you it up against the plaster. And this right here, this piece of paper, this is white. You could see the difference in how stark that white is. Now I made this decal on my Cricut Joy. It just says Birchwood Farms Pine Cones. I just thought it was a cute saying. I just made it up, and I have it in black. And I thought that would look really cool on this type of planter. Actually, I made the decal first and I thought, what can I put it on? And then I saw the planter and I thought that's going to look really cool. So what I am doing here is cutting around so that I have less sticky to take off my paint. So sometimes that the transfer tape is so sticky that it can take the paint off of whatever you're putting it on. So I try to cut off as much of the transfer tape that I wouldn't need to put on. You know what I'm saying? Like the extra. Yeah. So now I'm just taking my scraper and going right over this and pulling off the transfer tape, and you can see how this looks. Oh my gosh, so in love with that. Now I'm taking my same plaster and a little paintbrush, and I'm going through, and anywhere I thought that it got, I don't know, weird or too much, I'm kind of just touching it up, and I like to do that. Now I'm taking this what's it called? It's a word you use all the time. Not a swag. Garland from Michaels. I got this from Michaels, 70% off. I love it. And this is done. I hope you like this as much as I do. Next up, DIY number 2, glass vase with faux wooden base. So I'm taking this paper mache box from the Dollar Tree, but I only want the lid. And now I'm taking this Waverly Chalk Paint in Elephant, and I'm going to give this whole lid a good coat. And the reason I'm using this is because I don't have much of my Waverly Antique Wax, so I'm trying to use that sparingly. So I'm okay with having a gray wood look, which I love, and then I will also use the Waverly Antique Wax on top of this to give it a good wood look. You'll see. So now once that dried, it actually wasn't completely dry. You can see it was still damp, but it wasn't wet. And I'm taking my Waverly Antique Wax and I'm going right over on top of that chalk paint Elephant Waverly. Well, Elephant Waverly Chalk Paint. So I go right around. I don't bother doing the bottom because you won't see that. It is finished enough for me by just being the gray color. So now I'm just taking this chippy brush and going right on top just to make sure that it has some depth and it doesn't look like a flat color. And I'm going all in one direction to give it lines. Now I'm going back with that Waverly Chalk Paint in Plaster, and I'm using a chippy brush again, and you can see what I'm doing here, and that really does give it a wood look. However, I wanted this to have a warmer look than that. Even though that looks really pretty, I wanted that to have a warmer look, and I'll show you how I go about that in a minute. So once that dries, I'm going to take my Waverly Antique Wax and I'm going to take a paper towel and I am going to just lightly go right on top. And you see how all the colors kind of left behind, but that plaster almost gets a warm wood tone to it. And I really, really love how this turned out. And when it's all done, it does look like a wood piece. Oh, and if you're liking this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel and it lets me know what kind of videos you want more of. So thanks. Okay, so now I'm just kind of going over this and rubbing in wherever I can just to, I don't know, smooth it out, blend it in, all that good stuff. And when this dries, I love how it turns out. So good. Okay, now I'm taking my Epsom salt. You get this at the Dollar Tree, and I only have a little bit left, but it's just the right amount. And I'm pouring this, you can see I had some greenery in there. It's okay. And I'm pouring this right into my Dollar Tree vase. You can find those at the Dollar Tree anytime. They're always there. I am taking this Dollar Tree candle, plopping it right inside. And my first thought is I'm going to take this greenery that I have left over from a piece of garland somewhere. You know, I always like to get my greenery and garland and cut it up. And first I thought this is what I was going to do. And I'm going to just kind of shove it on the sides. And I really did like how that looked. I did. But then when I was done, I thought it still needed something. So I wanted to show you this anyway, because I did really like how this looked. And I thought, well, someone might like this idea. So I left this in the video just as another option. See, I lit the candle. Very pretty. Okay. But then I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I like it. But let me tie some twine around the bottom. That was my next step. As I'm wrapping it, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. At this point, I didn't know. This is my process. This is the way I think when I craft. So I don't go into my crafts knowing exactly what I'm doing. I have a roundabout idea of what I would like to do, but it changes. So now I'm just burning off any extra fuzz. And I still thought this was going to be how I left it. But then I'm like, I don't know. Now it needs something to cover up in like that white area because it's a lot of white showing, even though I wanted that warmer look. So then I take this piece of greenery from a garland and I was going to tuck that right in. Nope, that did not look good at all. That one was like the worst idea. So then I take my little paintbrush and I'm fishing out all of these green pieces that were in there. And then I cut off that twine and I just take that piece of greenery and I wrap the twine around 2 times. That's all I did. And I literally just tied a knot. And for some reason, this is exactly how I wanted it. It was very simple. It was very understated, but it just looked so, so pretty. Yeah, I loved this. And then I'm cutting off any excess from the twine. And this is done. I hope you like it as much as I do. on to DIY number 3, bird on a branch in a frame. We'll just call it that. So I'm taking this frame I got from Michael's. It's $1, but you can use a Dollar Tree box frame like I just showed you. You can use that as well. So at first don't ask. I'm just going to apologize now. At first I'm using the water that I was had my paintbrushes in. That's what I thought I was going to use as my stain, because I was like, oh, that's like a cool gray effect. Yeah, that didn't work out. So then I take some more water and I put it on my brush, and then I put it inside of my Waverly Antique Wax, and it is very watered down, but then I was like, oh, that's a little too watered. So I did go back with a little bit and get a nice light look. So now I'm taking my Waverly Elephant chalk paint, and I'm just carefully going around the edges and giving the bottom a good coat. And then I will put that to the side to dry. So this is a winter bird. Again, this is in my file of Cricket Joy decals that I make, and then I say, oh, I should pull that out and try to use it here. And you can see I'm just putting it right inside here. This is so easy and quick, but it just turned out so cute. It looks like a little winter cardinal on a winter branch, and I don't know, it just looks cute. I just like how it looks. And then I am just pulling back the transfer tape, and this looks so adorable. And you can leave it just like that, and you would love it just like that. Then I'm taking my sanding sponge that I made. That's from the Dollar Tree, but I can't find them anymore. So I just took the Dollar Tree sandpaper and I hot glued it to my sanding sponge. Is that really bad? Do crafters do this, or is this weird? And you see I kind of roughed it up a little bit, and I like the way that looked. Now I realized I do not want to hang it with that twine, so I end up cutting that off. If you want to hang it by the twine, you can leave that on. Again, this is $1 from the Michael's, and the reason I like this better than the Dollar Tree shadow boxes is because you have to sand them and paint them and cover them, but I like that the ones at Michael's are already wood, so that works out awesome. So I'm just taking a piece of greenery that I have from a garland, hot gluing that right on the top corner, and then I have some white berries from Dollar Tree, and I will I seriously look like a hot mess when I craft, but I'm telling you right now, if you all filmed yourself while you're crafting, I'm sure you would have some hot mess moments. Please tell me you would, because otherwise it's a little embarrassing. So I just use some hot glue, and I am just hot gluing those white foam berries in place. And this is done. It is so cute. So simple, but so cute. And I'm just finagling. I still finagle. Hope you like this as much as I do. And here we are at the final reveal, my favorite part of the video, because we get to recap everything we just made. So the first thing we made was this really cool Pinecone Planter, enamel looking planter. I love this. And again, this was all because I made that really cool decal and I had to find something to put it on. Next up was this glass candle holder with some Epsom salt and a faux wood base. I love this one. I really do. That turned out so pretty. Then we have the super simple bird on a branch in a frame. So cute. Again, so easy to make. Everything I made today was so easy, but yet looked so good. Or is that just me? I don't know. All right, so which one is my favorite from today? I'm going to tell you, this was a toss-up, but I'm going to have to go with the Pinecone Birchwood Farm Pinecone Planter. But I'm going to tell you, what was a close second? I think you're going to be a little surprised, but it was the glass vase with the candle. I loved that, but I love this one too. But I like the bird too. I feel now I left him out. Which one's your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you liked everything you saw here today, and I hope it inspires you to make something of your own. If you have not checked me out at Instagram over at Cat Luna Designs, I would love if you did. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye! So that's it. That's the end of my video, and I hope you liked everything you saw here today. But I hope. So that's it. That's the end of my video. I hope you. Oh yeah, listen. That's the end of my video. So high. If you're returning, oh, why am I looking over there? Stop it.